when I throw it back. Is it fast enough? If I speed it up, can you handle that?
They all got the same itch to scratch.
On the 4th of July, we do arms. Because if you want a chick going down on your hammer while you're singing the Star Spangled Banner, your arms better be
5-inch Dodgerona. Going up, going up. Golly, look at that.
God bless America.
Make sure you drink more water. Make sure you're drinking enough water. I don't need fucking water. I need an attitude adjustment, a beach vacation, and my back blown out. Thanks.
Sure thing, coming right up.
You know, it sucks about having a list when you ask a girl to sit on your face and they thought you said shit on your face. Just horrible, horrible morning.
Did you know divorce rates are at 55% now? 55%, that is crazy. That's like someone saying, hey, put a ring on her and she will more than likely leave you. Like, love her with all your heart, give her a family and kids, and she will still more than likely leave you. The odds are stacked against you. And you go, then why would I want to do that? That's like if someone said, hey, go to the beach, there is a 55% chance a shark will bite your ass and ruin your life. Then I'd say, man, fuck the beach. I'm good. I'm happy on dry land.
You know, guys, I gotta say, the statistic for me, too, is that at least 20% of the marriages aren't working, but they haven't filed for divorce because the guy doesn't want to split his stuff, the kids, some reason. So we're really looking at a 75% fail rate. And with whores all over the place, you can get sex for free. So don't get married. Let's not do that.
6? At 22? Girl, you was fucking. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. You look like you're doing very well.
A software engineer at NASA or whatever, which is cool, you went to school, but the other one trapped. Like, he traps like Future. I think that's so exciting. And then I hate how he wears no jewelry. Like, he doesn't believe in that. Like, sure, he drives a Ferrari, but the other one is always iced out. You know what I mean? Like, he's even got a little supercomputer on his ankle. To the gym and he runs and everything, and he's really fit. Like, he's ripped. But the other one's 6'3", you know what I'm saying? I think the other one has to make up for it because he's 5'11". He's a short king. Look at that, man. He's loyal and everything, and he wants to start a family and get married. But this one, I'm his main chick. He makes me feel important, you know, and that's important to me. And he's always working. Like, I hate how he's always working. The other one, on the other hand, avoids all 3 of his baby mamas and his kids and makes time for me, which is very important. That tax season's coming around because he files on time and he pays on time, but this one, he avoids the IRS. He says they're his ops. I think that's such a thrill.
All right, y'all, you know, I know how it can be, man. It'll boggle the mind, but the thing you got to understand about the woman is they're really prone to making a bad decision. If you leave them to themselves to consult with their friends or even just sit alone and think about it, the chances they're coming up with the wrong answer is very high, and that's why this happens, to be straight up with you.
I just want to hop on here real quick and show y'all my most diabolical creation yet. It is a squirrel koozie with nuts. Big old pecans. Bottoms up.
Hey Luana, why do you have a low waist? Put a high waist.
Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Why do people choose assholes over the good ones? It's a simple answer. it's easier to love someone who doesn't love you than it is to love someone who loves you too. Because the person who loves you is going to hold you accountable. The person who loves you is going to challenge your norms. The person who loves you is going to put you in uncomfortable situations to then make you comfortable. They're going to force you to grow. They're going to force you to evolve. They're going to force you to look at yourself and reflect. A person that does not love you doesn't give a fuck about that. A real one is going to make you move, going to make you gradually shift. That's love.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys, this is the role I play in my people's lives, and, well, sometimes they really don't like it. I gotta tell you the truth. Hey, guys, if you're looking for the wildest police videos YouTube has to offer, you gotta pay us a visit over here at FreezePOV. Oh, cool.
So you want to bring up my past. That only does two things. Reminds me of how far I've come and that I don't need you in my future. Know your worth.
Ladies, just because he f***ed you doesn't mean he likes you. Most men got jobs they don't even like, but they still keep showing up. Sensational.
Shit, and let's be real, half these guys would bang a Gatorade bottle if it had a pulse.
What are you looking at?
Craziest shit just happened, bro. What happened? I just lost the love of my life, bro. Right now? Right now, bro. Apparently she said I was fucking with her homegirl at DT. Like, I don't even know your fucking homegirl, bro. And she blocked me on everything, so I'm so fucking pissed. I love my life. She was smart, funny, bro. She got an offer letter from Harvard. She was smart as and she was funny as shit. That was the love of my life right there. And she blocked me. I'm so sad. Now I get to cheat in peace.
You said on your Twitter, I saw this, men play chess, women play checkers. What do you mean by that?
Like, my dad raised me to understand that men play chess and women play checkers, that they have a completely different line of thinking than women do. And I didn't really used to understand what he was talking about, but as I got older I did, and especially the last couple of years, I see in real time every day men creating circumstances for things that women don't see, whether it be positive or negative. And men are meant to do that, he said, because they are the leaders in the home, so they're supposed to create the circumstances for their family's success. And they do that by chess, and it happens completely unbeknownst to women because we just don't think in that way, and that's a good thing. Like, they have a very strong ability to compartmentalize so that they can keep going in difficult situations, hardships that chisel them rather than cripple women. That's how they become great men and fathers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say that the powers that be have feminized the male mind and stopped them from forward thinking and playing chess with life. It's very important that you're able to plan ahead, write things down, and see things through. That's what our lives were meant for. And luckily, my grandfather and my father instilled it within me.
Sometimes my hands are full. I'm trying to carry stuff into my shop here, and don't want to set nothing down. So I had an idea with a couple beers in me that I just got some lawnmower steering arms and a rod, welded it together, and put a dummy handle down there. So your hands are full, you just straight in. Never have to set nothing down.
And there's a solid example of forward thinking right there, and it can be fun, let me tell you.
So everyone pushes college, and I went to college. I have a master's degree. I make very good money for my age. My husband did not go to college, and I've talked about this on here before, and I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand it, so I'm going to throw it into perspective for you, and I say it not to brag, but to hopefully help any of you. I have a college degree. He has a high school diploma. He went to trade school right after high school. He got his certificates and everything. And here we go. So this past July, he had already brought home more than my gross salary this year. Come December, he will have quadrupled my salary. Quadrupled it. If he decides to pick up overtime on a weekend, a 2-day weekend, if he picks up overtime, he brings home that weekend, just in those 2 days, more than I make in a 2-week check. I have a master's degree. He has a high school diploma. So that reason right there is why I will not push college on anyone. If you think that college is not for you and you want to try a trade school, obviously look into it, see if you think that you have what it takes, and then 100% do it. Do it. I don't think that enough people are talking about this. And it is 100% worth it if you stick with it.
That's right, guys. Don't sleep on the trades. You know, for me, they tried to convince me to go to college when I was young, but I knew better than everyone. But I couldn't really put my finger on why. I just knew it didn't add up to me. I was already making a lot of money. I was growing for dispensaries. I was making like $250,000 a year. And it was like watching paint dry. It was too easy. And I went to Tech when I was 19 out of my own pocket as a fallback career because my dad was the neighborhood mechanic, and I always knew about mechanics. I never became a mechanic, but I went to the auction and sold 500 or 1,000 cars in my life. I'd buy like 10 at a time. That's kind of what I did with my education. But it's played into different roles of my life. Being a mechanic has made me think forward and think in different ways about business, relationships, lives. I can dissect something in my head. I can think in a much different way. And had I not been a mechanic, I could not own the sandblasting business. It's too complex. The air compressors are diesel. There's tractors. There's sand pots. There's so much shit that you have to know how to figure it out. One of the bigger things I see with people is not able to figure things out. But the point of this message is that don't sleep on the trades. And my grandpa always told me HVAC. So I don't know. Maybe think about that because he was really smart.
How did we go from fighting a revolution over a 2% tax on a breakfast beverage to what we pay today? And we're taxed on money when we receive it, when we spend it, when we keep it, when we invest it, and even when we die with it. It gets worse. We commute to work to make that money in a car that is taxed again to register on roads we're already taxed to build, fueled by gas that is taxed even further, and many times through tolls that tax you again. And that's to maintain bridges and highways and tunnels that already have billions of dollars, taxpayer dollars, allocated to them, and they're still falling apart. And then when you get to your office that is taxed to exist, in a corporation that is also taxed to do business, that almost certainly requires permits and other things, which are another tax, you are paid a paycheck that the corporation must match another payroll tax on top of what they have to pay you. Then you go to a home of which you are taxed to own every single year that we bought with money that the government already taxed us on.
This shit has truly gotten out of control. Everyone's aware of it. I'm hoping for a serious change before my life ends. Let's see what we can do. All right, y'all. Let's see what I got for you today. Well, we're back at it again. We're chainsawing it up. We got the big truck. Check it out. We're taking piles off of a vineyard in Ramona, California. Here's the first few piles. They're in there breaking it down and filling it up. This whole thing's got to be full to the brim. Some of the longest I've ever seen in my life. Look at the size of this thing. How long is that thing? Almost 20 foot. That thing's like a 20-foot vine. I've never seen nothing like it. They got some beautiful grapes growing right now on their vineyard. Awesome, beautiful day. We're right next to the wildlife refuge spot. There's a dry vine on the wire. But yeah, check this stuff out, guys. Terry, if you want to come pull some vine, you let us know. We'll find a way to get you out here. We'll find a way to have some fun together if you'd like. But I'll keep checking in with you guys as we fill up the thing. And well, once again, we're bringing our audience to work and we're filling up the big U-Haul truck. So, all right, guys, we'll see you soon. All right, y'all, check it out. We're getting there. That's the wheel well. It's thick, too. You can't see in this motherfucker. Getting cashed out once again. Like to bring y'all on my adventures. We'll be checking back in with you pretty soon. Cruising. All right, guys, we're 3 hours in. We started at about 9:30. It's about 12:30. Got a little bit left to go. I like to get that ceiling real full, so we got some work up there to do. We're about to pull up to 2 bigger piles. All this stuff has sort of bugs and all that, but remember how big it was when we showed up? We got it down to this. We're gonna clean all this up for them real good, make it look like it never happened. So we'll pull up to 2 more piles and we'll get this job done. We're 3 hours in. All right, I'll check back in with you guys once again. We'll get the back door up to that. All right, guys, we're filling her up. We'll let you know how it's going. All right, we got another one right here. Got these ones over here. Probably only gonna get this one in and have to come back. And there's even some way over there. You seen that? Through the vineyard. Boop. Another pile. It's pretty cool. I seen a horse over there. Can you guys see the horses? San Diego's something else, guys. We got the country and all the rest over here. Look at that. The country's hella nice. You're 30 minutes to an hour from the beach. I'm living at the beach. I'm staying in the country. Jeez Louise. This shit is nice. Look at that wildlife sanctuary. This fucking shit's gonna end up being a whole video in itself, isn't it? Hey, you guys, here we go. Filled it up all the way. Just like last time. We'll show you when we're unloading it. But that's the update. It's full. I wish it was a little fuller, but we ran out of time. So, all right, y'all. That's what was inside the truck. It's massive. It's kind of hard to see it on tape. It's $50,000 worth to $80,000 worth of vine. I probably end up spending $2,500 in the end. There's the other one we did the other day, a different type of vine. It goes way back there too. So I was come bring your audience to work day. And one day we filled it up, drove to the other property and cleared it out. Here we are. Here are some of the individualized pieces. It's gonna look really nice when it's finished, especially when it looks like that. That'll sit upside down and look all sorts of cool inside of a cage. All right, guys, I always appreciate y'all tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we're gonna see you on the next one.